Okay. What's up, guys? I have not played Space Marine 2 for a hot minute, ever since the last video I dropped, which was the 4.1 update about the bolters being buffed. So this is the 4.5 update. I don't know what happened between 4.1 and 4.5. I haven't touched Space Marine since then, since I made that video. But 4.5 added the Volkite pistol, which I have currently equipped. They only have the Volkite pistol, as I kind of suspected, is only available for Assault, Bulwark, and Vanguard at the moment. So these three classes right here are who can use the Volkite pistol. And if you're unfamiliar, Volkite pistol is thermal weapons of the 40k universe. And the way it works, just like how is in lore, is the longer you have the laser pointed at an enemy, the more damage that they'll build up. So it's kind of like almost like a what was it? Am I already out of practice on Space Marine? The scan for the Tactical Marine. Auspex scan, that's it. So it does weaken enemies, and then eventually, if you do enough damage to that enemy, they'll actually explode. And since this is my first time, I gotta figure out the range on this thing. So let's see. They do explode. Currently playing on average difficulty, and what I have right now is just the standard Volkite pistol. I just want to see how its damage is comparable to a difficult higher. Well, I really have forgot kind of how to play.
But the Imperials dominate.
Okay, so it has some range. Now, Volkite pistols in the 40k universe, they're actually considered relics, and in game, a relic is just a tier of weapon. Like my hammer that you see here, it's a relic hammer, so it's a legendary hammer or yellow hammer for those of you who don't play too many RPGs. But I'm sure that at some point you're familiar with rarity weapon types. You have white, which is common. You have green, which is uncommon. Purple or blue, which is epic or rare. And then you have yellow, which is, in this case, in 40k's case, a relic weapon. Now, relic weapons in 40k are actually very, very difficult to reproduce. And according to Cult Mechanicus, and according to the Cult Mechanicus, relic weapons are highly coveted because they can't be reproduced. So whenever for example, a Space Marine falls in battle, and the Volkite pistol or any kind of relic weapon that they're using is lost in battle or is destroyed, if it's lost, a Tech Marine is going to do their absolute best to try and find and locate that weapon, and they're actually going to forego their brother's body or having to do anything with recovering their gene seed, because they view a relic weapon as more important than recovering their brother's gene seed. And this is because Tech Marines are, well, not only have they sworn oaths to their chapter, but Tech Marines also have a sworn oath to the Cult Mechanicus as they're full-fledged members of the Mechanicus. But they're always going to choose technology over their fallen battle brothers. So, like for example, the Volkite pistol, if it's lost, they're not going to send a. Gotta reload. Man, I kind of forgot how to play. But I'm also using a new controller too. This is my first time using this new controller in Space Marine 2, and this controller is a little bit funky to use because it's not an Xbox or a PC or a PlayStation controller. Man, I really forgot how to play. Man, and this is average difficulty, and I'm struggling this much. Wow. I am actually gonna die on average difficulty with my favorite class. I was saying something about something. I'm gonna die here. Well, I didn't mean to do that. This is trial by fire with this new controller. You know what? Forget what I was going to say about trying to do some lore. I can't do it when I'm basically brand new to this game because of this controller. Oh, okay. Ugh. I'm actually going to die. I chose to do... Oh, I'm up. I chose to do an offline... I chose to do an offline session with 2 bots because since the Volkite pistol is new and it's only available to the to Assault, Bulwark, and Vanguard, I wanted to get my first impressions with the Assault class with the Volkite pistol because I figured it may be a good combo. And I don't want to be fighting two other players for the chance to play Assault, because I know that Assault is the more popular between Vanguard and Bulwark. And to be frank, I'm not very fond of Bulwark and Vanguard either. Bulwark is a bit hard to play for me. Oh. I'm out of ammo on the pistol, so I can't. Ravener. Oh, poison. I guess this is what happens when you stop playing Space Marine 2 for a couple weeks.
The world has seen our swords concealed, now
Trying to make a video about the Volkite pistol and I don't have any more ammo. Maybe I should have just done minimal difficulty, just to see what the Volkite pistol can really do against its intended difficulty setting. They added the Volkite pistol, and it's only for operations at the moment, so you can't use it in PvE or PvP. But if you want, you can group up with 2 of your buddies in operations, and you can try out the Volkite pistol in the battle barge, which has a PvP arena that you guys can test it on. So that's the only way you can see what its PvP lethality is like. Otherwise, it's not available for PvP yet because they're still working. They said that they're still working on the balancing issues. So until then, we just gotta wait. But they said that they want to bring the Volkite pistol into PvP at the next major update, which will also include a new operation and a new enemy type. So we have to just wait, and we just gotta be patient and see then. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna get any ammo for the Volkite pistol anytime soon. I'm gonna die. Which means I might just... Oh, wait. Oh, that's not it. Okay. There's some ammo. I need to see what this pistol can do in a horde. Nope. Supposedly, when the enemies explode, there's a little bit of splash damage, but I'm not seeing it on the Horde against the Termagants. That was a very, very late parry. Okay, I see you still. We still can hover, so they didn't do it. They didn't add that, and they didn't ninja that update. So we still can't hover. That's kind of sad.
The armory provides.
Okay, you know what? I'll probably just end it right here. I was too focused on trying to stay alive, and because wow, it feels like it's my first day playing Space Marine again. But I think I should have just played this on minimal. I just wanted to see if the beam would have any kind of effect against a higher difficulty than its intended difficulty, because it is just a common rarity right now. It is nice, though, to have a third pistol option for the assault class, as right now it's only ever been bolt pistol and the heavy bolt pistol. And so you guys see what the other rarities look like. So this is a mastercrafted Volkite. There's standard, mastercraft, so a little bit cleaner. There is Artificer, standard, Artificer. And for relic, so here's standard. There is one of the relics. Okay, so they don't have a black and a gray version of it like this pistol does. Where you have a black they have two black Artificer skins, and then this one is more of a grayish, whitish kind of skin. So I wish they had more skin options. So yeah, it's not too bad. It is kind of a little more basic as far as their appearances go. See what they got for perk trees. I think it's pretty standard. So it's magazine size. I opted for more damage. I really didn't notice that increase in damage. Well, then again, I think I would probably have noticed it if I played it at minimal difficulty. Instant reloads. Okay. Gun strike. Rate of thermal damage increases by 30% for 2 seconds. I might go for that. Although sometimes, even when using the intended tier weapon on its preferred difficulty, like Artificer against Substantial and Ruthless, you're probably not going to notice these damage values. Like this here, 30%, you're probably not going to notice that increase in damage for 30% for 2 seconds. You're probably not going to notice this either, because I do have, I think it's on the Heavy Bolter, I do have a lot of damage stacked. So here it's 10% against Terminus enemies, which is like the Ravener, the Lictor, and for Chaos, what is Terminus Chaos? I think Terminus Chaos might be the Occult Scarab Terminators, I believe. This is for a Majoris enemy. You get 25% more damage for 5 seconds after getting a kill with a melee weapon. Majoris enemies is more of your standard foot soldier, like the Nid Warriors. 10% more. So yeah, you can see here I'm stacking damage potential, but I don't really notice it too much. And my preferred difficulty is now Ruthless. I still haven't played the final difficulty. I forgot. I forgot what that difficulty was called. Huh. But anyway, let's see. Vanguard. Vanguard now has the pistol and the Volkite pistol. Bulwark, as I believe, the same thing. Oh no, Bulwark also has the plasma pistol. Okay, so now they have more options for thermal-based weapons. I think for Bulwark, it might be best to stick to plasma. They did buff not the plasma pistol, but they did buff the plasma rifle. I think it was the plasma rifle or was it for the heavy? I think they buffed it for the heavy. Yeah, I think it's for the heavy that they buffed the plasma. What are they calling it here? The plasma incinerator. I always refer to it as a plasma rifle, but they did buff it, so it's less heat generated per shot, which should help out a bit. This version of the plasma rifle for the heavy is the least used between the the heavy bolter and the multi-melta. I think the multi-melta is probably the best option for horde clearing. This thing is a beast. I tried the plasma rifle a couple times, and it's honestly pretty terrible. Not only does it have a very low magazine capacity, but the shots lob, so you do have to arc your shots, almost like a grenade launcher type thing. Otherwise, I just use the heavy bolter or the multi-melta for the heavy. But I think it was buffed specifically for the heavies variant of the plasma rifle. Other than that, it was a pretty substandard update. I think they also said that they gave one extra magazine to the standard auto bolt rifle, this guy here. So you get one more magazine per tier weapon. So some of these will give you an extra magazine, but that now stacks per tier weapon. So if you like using the auto bolt rifle, well, now you now have an extra magazine. So I guess that is a kind of a good thing. The auto bolt rifle is actually not too bad, but I kind of prefer just the stalker bolt rifle, or not stalker bolt rifle, the bolt rifle. Just it's more precise, and you can easily manage your firepower, not your firepower, your trigger discipline. You can either treat it as a semi or as a semi-auto, or just hold the trigger down and it's full auto. So that's what I like about this, and you get pretty good damage in it. Other than that, yeah, it's not too bad of an update. No nerfs, just everything was kind of relegated and kind of been put up to standard a bit. I think they also did something with the sniper's stalker bolt rifle. They said they added a scope to the Oculus, which is for the Vanguard, this guy, the Oculus bolt carbine. So now you're actually going to use a scope on it, and the damage is increased. I'm going to be pretty lazy with the editing, and probably just going to post this raw, just because I've had a long day at work today, and I really didn't feel like playing Space Marine, but I felt like I needed to give my input on the update. So solid update. I think I'm going to have to actually start working on leveling up the Neo Volkite pistol and start getting to these higher tiers and see if it really is worth talking about. Again, it's only available for operations. PvE or PvP is going to come later in a later update when they add a new operation, new enemy type. And I think, yeah, I believe it was just new enemy type and new operation. I don't think they're adding new PvP maps yet, but we'll see. All right, I'll see you guys around. Peace. Bye.